It was, 4 games in a row now. We've played really tough opponents, and I think we played really good basketball in just about all those games. Certainly the last 2 that we played. And Saturday was, our guys were really up to the challenge. We told our guys before the game that Coach Golden at Abilene said of his team, it's the toughest team they've ever had there. He said that, and then he said, we never lose 2 in a row. They had lost the game before. I think they lost the game before they played us.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they lost the game before they played us. And it seems like of those 4 teams, I think that was the situation 3 times. They lost the game previously, so they were extra motivated coming into our game. But our guys were up for the challenge. It was a really physical battle. Our guys were great defensively. That's what we've certainly been working on, focusing on the last few weeks. And the rebounding was, I don't want to say I was surprised that we out-rebounded them that much, but I kind of was surprised because that's been out of character as far as the teams we've had in previous seasons. But our guys are really, really up for the challenge. And as a staff, we thought coming back into practice this morning that the guys may have been a little bit down, and they were disappointed. The guys are hurting from the loss because we played well enough to win. Just a couple things here and there. We could have shot free throws better. Some of that is our fault for not giving those guys proper rest, but we kind of needed them on the floor too. So we told the guys, you just got to get accustomed to shooting free throws when you're really tired. But a couple plays down the stretch that just didn't fall our way prevented us from winning. But it was a great effort. Our guys were so great. We were so proud of their effort and their intensity and their focus and their fight in that game that, if the last 4 games, if those are the top 4 teams in the conference, then we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine as long as we keep the same focus. It's not necessarily who we're playing against that we tell our guys. It's always the standard that we play to. So as long as we're focused on that, which we are in practice every day, we're reminding them of that every day, every play they make. We're focused on playing to that standard. It's not going to matter who we play. Southeastern comes in Wednesday, and they are, as our staff talked about it, they are young and ignorant. And that's dangerous because when they have the ball, it doesn't matter what shot they take. And I'll give you an example. I remember Thatch Unruh. You guys remember Thatch? Yes, Thatch, great kid, had a great career here. Never really shot the ball quite as well as we thought he would have, except for a couple times. One, his redshirt year. Because he's practicing, he's got no consequences, he's on the scout team every day. He could take any shot he wanted to, and it seemed like he shot probably 60-65% every day in practice from 3. And then we get to where we were playing in games, his percentage would be down more like 30, 31, 32, which is just so-so for a shooter. Until his senior year when he finally said, you know what, this is my last year. The second half of that season, he shot the ball well because he just didn't, I don't want to say he didn't care, but he threw away his inhibition of being afraid of taking a bad shot. That's these guys at Southeastern. There's no bad shot for them. They can be closely guarded. They could be 40 feet away from the goal, and they're going to have guys that are going to let it go. Now, if our defense is great, which we totally anticipate it being, then that's going to be good for us. We're going to hold them to a low percentage, and they'll hit some tough shots, but we'll hold them to a low percentage, and hopefully come out with a good chance of winning Wednesday. We think we will. DeAndre is continuing to get better. His ankle was fine. He played most of the game Saturday. We didn't give him very many breaks. Eddie is coming along pretty good. Eddie had another good afternoon Saturday, and we think we're all together now. So we feel good about our guys. We told them after that game, after that loss, it hurt, but we're still not in any different position than we were before the game. We still have a lot of games to go. We still have a lot of good basketball to play. So we're pleased with their effort, disappointed in the loss, but we're okay with where we are, and we feel really good about the rest of the season. If those are the top 4 teams, then we think that everybody needs to watch out because we're going to be pretty good.